Hello, everybody. What's up? How are you guys? Ooh, the light is really messing me up. This is Chris for the 15th of November 2020. How are you guys? Today, we're gonna award $20 for a participant in the weekly contest. We have a few entries here. The contest is posted in the contest channel. Surprise, surprise. And it's basically very simple. I just need a thumbnail. And in this specific case, I needed a thumbnail for one of my episodes, which was about UX. So, pretty simple, fairly standard. We do have quite a bit of entries. I'd say a reasonable amount. Let me actually bring my microphone closer. Nobody said anything about the microphone. Come on, guys. Help me out here. Say what's up in the general channel in case there are any problems. So, these are the entries, and we're gonna take them one by one. And again, we're gonna award either $20 or one of my courses. So, let's see what's what. At the first glance, I see that a lot of people are using my photo with me in my blue suit. So that's something that I need to address. I think I need a new photo shoot. So I need to make a few more photos of of me so you guys can have more ammo. At the first glance, because this is the first time that I'm actually checking them out, we have quite a lot of contenders here. We have very strong designs, which really make me so happy because, in previous contests, we did have some entries that were really average and modest, but this time around, these are actually quite nice. These are actually quite nice. So let's quickly remove some of them that aren't up to par, and then we'll see what's what. Let's see. The first one that's really not all that great is this one. I appreciate the concept, but I don't think this one is all that great. You can see that we have this thumbnail here, which is pretty nice, but there's way too much black. The font here isn't all that modern. It's a bit dated. I appreciate the thought behind it, with a screen here, with a mock-up, you inserted my website here. So this is well thought out, but not all that well executed, This looks great, really at the bottom, you can't really see it. So overall, yeah, this has to be eliminated. Not all that great. The next one, I think it's this one. This has to be eliminated simply because, the colors aren't all that great. We do have some problems here with my hair. The font is okay, but, the colors are really muted. They're really washed out. So no, I don't think this is a great one. Neither is this one, pretty good stuff. So this is a very solid technique, with the UX on the background with a low opacity. But yeah, overall, I don't think this is as nice as the other ones. Oof, and we still have loads to see. I think I'm gonna eliminate this one as well, simply because again the colors are a bit difficult to. You can't really see what's going on here because of the color use, right? So when we zoom in real close, we can see what's what, with the money and UX and all that. That's a great idea, but the execution behind it, again, it falls flat, especially when you compare it to this one, which is really much cleaner. You know where to look. It's not all that busy, and again, the same thing here, right? So stripped down, much simpler, and overall, I think this is a better approach, right? Even with the busy ones, for example, this one, the second one, I think this is better executed than this one. So for that reason, let's eliminate it. Let's see what else. Let's see what else we can eliminate. This one is fairly similar to this one, so I think I'm gonna eliminate that as well. One thing in particular that you have to be aware of is this type of font, right? So at the large size, like what we see here, this is pretty good, right? You can really read my name. This is great. But when you zoom out, you don't really understand what's what, right? Now, in my specific case, Christian is a very standard name, but for anything else, this may not be a great font to use. By looks great, so that's easily recognizable. But yeah, in general, you have to be really careful when you choose these types of fonts. And UX, it's not all that great. I don't think it fits for this specific case. I think it's a poor choice here. So for that reason, let's eliminate it. This one is pretty good, but I think there's way too much black here. and I don't appreciate this clipping mask here. You can see that my elbow is being cut off. Designer podcast, well, at this size looks pretty good, and I appreciate that you use this type of blue. I don't think overall that this is great. I'm not really loving this part right here either. You see this part right here? I'm not really sure why you thought that was a good idea. Probably you wanted... No, I'm not really sure what actually you wanted to do here. But again, the composition is actually really nice. You know, the font choice is really solid. It's really manly, powerful, masculine. The background photo is again lovely. This illustration is pretty good as well. You know what? I think I'm gonna keep that one. And instead, I think I'm gonna eliminate this one. I don't like the use of all caps. I don't like the use of all this much text. I don't think this is a great fit. And additionally, I think this graphic does a whole lot for overall this design. Plus, black is not a great fit, right? I mean, you can use it, and especially with yellow, it can be something that, you know, it really does quite a lot. But yeah, overall, I don't think it's the best fit. So yeah, I think I'm gonna eliminate it. Boom, there you go. Let's see what else. Oh, wow, it's gonna be a really tough choice here. Let's start from the top. Why UX is so important? Well, I don't appreciate the gray. I think white would have been a much better choice. I think, again, my hair isn't all that great, but with the new 2020 Photoshop edition, 2021, sorry, I think you're gonna have a much better time with the hair. I already have about, I think about 8 lectures done so far. I haven't uploaded them just yet. I just uploaded the ones, the old ones that I re-recorded in CC 2021. But yeah, brand new lectures are coming up with brand new techniques. And yeah, you're really gonna like that feature because it's called Refine Hair. And it's basically, you know, it's about refining the hair selection. So that's pretty good. Overall, I think I'm gonna eliminate this one. For whatever reason, it's bugging me, the fact that I can't actually see my webcam. I'm not really sure why that is, if that's important in any... Usually I could see my face here, but anyway, let's continue because that's not all that important. The second one, UI UX case study. Well, it's really bugging me that you left whatever the amount of space. Let's actually do this. So we have, boom, we have this amount of space here. What? 23 pixels, and then at the bottom we have whatever, another value, right? So this alone is really bugging me, because if there's one thing that I constantly say in my courses is select the entire thing, get the rectangular marquee tool and center it, right? Centering it. I think that's one of the staples of my courses. So I'm really disappointed about that. Over 5 years of experience in 30 minutes plus. Okay. This is not cool, because while showing my experience may be great for the sales page or for the website or whatever, for the YouTube thumbnail, I don't think that makes much sense, right? I really appreciate, again, I'm loving the fact that you guys really nailed the techniques. Because look, this photo on the background with this linear gradient, zero angle gradient, from green to whatever this is, purple, this is lovely. This part right here, again, lovely. The semi-transparency, great. The low opacity, to be more precise, great. The illustrations here, multicolored, great. So overall, this is a very solid design, but yeah, overall, I don't think this is a good fit for the YouTube thumbnail, right? I don't think that the message actually makes sense, nor do I think all these things make sense. Color palette, usability, visual design, wireframes. I don't think this is bringing anything to the table. So again, this is fairly attractive, but overall, in terms of the actual messaging, I don't think it's a good fit. This one, fairly simple, designer podcast. Okay, you use my color scheme, which I appreciate, because this is what I use for my oatmeal business. But yeah, overall, I think it falls flat compared to everything else. It's pretty basic. No, I don't think it's a better one, especially when you compare it to this group right here, to these four. I don't think this is actually better. This one. Okay, so again, pretty good. I don't appreciate what you did here with this empty line going all around. I don't appreciate that. Chris Barron is written way too small because you won't ever be able to read that. UXK Studio Key. This is one of the better fonts in everything that I see here. This is probably the best one, especially in terms of contrast. But yeah, overall, I'm not loving it. I think I'm gonna keep it, but yeah, I'm not loving certain parts of it. This one, pretty good, but I don't like the tearaway. The tearaway isn't a great idea, nor do I like this part right here. I think the font is a bit too childish, too much like Comic Sans. So that really, yeah, I think that takes it down a peg. But this part right here, I really appreciate. I like the font. I like how you use different weights. I like how you apply the gradient as well. Again, zero 0 degree gradient. I really appreciate that. You know what? I'm gonna keep it as well. I'm gonna keep it as well. It's really difficult. Okay, this one. I don't like the code behind it. I don't think that's a good fit, nor do I like this shadow right here. So there's a person here, which is quite a shame because, look, this combination, wow, magnificent, lovely, extremely nice. I mean, I totally love it. By the way, one favor, guys, please let me know what's going on here. Write the letters of the entries that are still in play, so you guys can vote while I speak. So we have number 5, 6, 7 so far. Let's see if I am gonna eliminate this one. I don't think I'm gonna eliminate it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it. Again, the font is pretty good. I don't appreciate the fact that you use 3 fonts though. I think this is a bit much, right? I think 2 fonts should have been more than enough. And I don't appreciate the silhouette, but you know what? I'm gonna keep it because again, overall, this has that wow factor. So yeah, pretty good stuff. The next one, the font is really killing me here at the top. I don't think I like it. The contrast, pretty good. Chris Barron, not left aligned. No, I think I'm gonna eliminate this one. I'm gonna eliminate this one for, you know, this is just a gut feeling. There's nothing particularly wrong with it. The font is not the greatest. I don't appreciate that it's not left aligned. The background is not busy, but not clean. Overall, it just doesn't give me a good feeling. So for that reason, I'm gonna eliminate it. This one has, well, this one is actually quite nice, but I think I did say somewhere in the contest that the freebie should not be more than 50% of the design, right? And in this specific case, I think it is, right? I think it's more than 50%. Sure, you included an avatar and a bit of text, but yeah, overall, I think this does most of it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna eliminate it. Guys, write in the general channel, 5, 6, 7, come on, help me out here. Do I have to do everything by myself? Come on. Number 14, let's see. So the squiggly lines, I'm not really sure what this is actually. I think you played with the blending mode and this is what you came up with. Podcast is pretty washed out. Nobody is gonna recognize what this is. No, I think I'm gonna eliminate this one. I think I'm gonna eliminate it because it doesn't really make all that much sense, right? So the screens, nobody is gonna, again, this is for YouTube, right? I mean, I'm constantly telling you guys about my website and I'm showing it and whatnot, but for the people who don't know it, they won't have any idea what this is. So for that reason, because it doesn't make people click on it, it's not gonna work. Notice this one, right? I don't appreciate what you did here. You should have smoothed it. There's a feature where you can increase the smoothness of the selection. And again, it's a bit too busy. The blue is way too saturated. I think you used color burn here. Overall, no, I'm not loving it. Okay, so then we have 5, 6, 7, and 15. Zooming back out, I'm not in love with any of them, right? So none of them really, I don't see a clear winner here, right? I mean, this one with a different background photo, with a simpler photo, without this silhouette here, without this person, this would have probably been the winner. Though I don't really appreciate the fact that, again, you use 3 fonts. I think you should have kept it at 2. This one is a bit too plain, right? A bit too plain. And there's way too much blue. Let's vote. Let's vote. Okay, so Roland, let me delete this message. So we have 5, 6, 7, and 15, please. Roland, come on, and add 15 as well. Okay, and now yeah, start with the votes, guys, because I'm not really sure which one I should choose. So we have 5, 6, 7, and 15. I do appreciate the fact that number 15 has this X overlapped with the U, but the problem is you can't really understand what's going on here. You actually needed a different type of drop shadow. You can see that there's a bit of drop shadow here, but nothing else. I think the concept is great, but yeah, overall the execution isn't all that great. And I think, did you actually use, oh man, you actually lowered the opacity here, which doesn't make any sense. Why would you lower the opacity? Why would you not use the color picker to actually, because look, you have shapes here, right? And because you have some shapes here which also have a low opacity, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to actually, yeah, I don't think I like this part right here, what you did. I would have loved to see a different color, something that would have stood out more, maybe yellow or something like that, you know, something that really caught your eye. But as it stands, a bit too monochromatic. One single color. You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna eliminate it. Let's see. Let's see what people... Come on, vote, guys. Come on. Start voting to what Roland did right here. So we have... Oh, it's pretty tied. It's pretty tied. Let's focus more on them. 5, 6, 7. So, this part, again, this is too childish. This is way too much blue. Probably if you would have chosen something like purple or something like that for this part here, this would have been a better fit, right? Number 23, again, a bit too much of the same color. But I understand that's the number, that's the episode's number. I think using a hashtag or the pound symbol. No, the hashtag, I think, what's the alternate name for the hashtag symbol? H symbol. Let's see, what's this called? Symbol, okay. Yeah, I don't actually know what's the symbol. Number sign or the hash. Okay, so number sign. Okay. Oh man, this is very, very close. Come on, guys, vote some more. Go to the general channel and vote here. Click on any of these. So you're letting me, basically, you're putting the tough decision in my hands, right? Well, let's see. Let's see. So the green is really good, but I never... you know what? Let's not be biased in terms of color use. I think this is pretty good. So let's see who has the less mistakes. This is not really a mistake, right? Using 3 different fonts. It's not a mistake, it's more of my personal preference, right? So I think that should not be counted as a mistake. The photo is a mistake because this black silhouette here is really throwing me off. On the other side, this doesn't stand out as much, and this is a bit too plain. But I think, you know, in terms of getting clicks, what would get the most amount of clicks? I think this one, I think number 6 would give me the most amount of clicks. Because you can see my face pretty well. You can see that this is about this is a case study. UX really stands out, and probably UX is something that's really the key that's gonna hook you in. The tearaway provides a great amount of contrast. I don't appreciate the fact that you actually offset this vertically. You moved it up in order to place my name here. And again, the name is really, really poor. And here you have 2 spaces, unfortunately. You can see that this is 1 space and this is 2 spaces. But overall, if you change this this font, I think this should be the winner. I think this should be the winner, guys. Number 6. Let's check one more. Octothorpe. Okay, so that's the actual name. So number 6 has 5, and I agree. Let's go with number 6 has 5 votes. Number 6. Yeah, this is the winner, guys. I'm gonna eliminate these 2, and this is gonna be the winner. Yep, that's gonna be it. So number 6, are you in the channel? Please let me know if you're in the channel, because I really would like to congratulate you and to ask you to actually change the font, because it's not a great looking font, unfortunately. So yeah, that's something that you should do. Who is it? You, Roland? Are you the one that actually won the contest? Yeah, finally, congratulations! I'm very happy that you actually won something after all these weeks. And I want to say something real quick before I go. I actually have a pretty big update regarding Photoshop CC 2021, and it's something that's actually going to surprise you guys, and I really want to address this in a live stream as well. It's only going to be 5 minutes, I promise. And it's the following. Basically, I think the way people are going to... Let me phrase it another way. Adobe is really going to change the way Photoshop is going to work. And let me show you why that's the case. Basically, cloud documents are here to stay, and this is going to be a pretty boring subject, and I'm really struggling with it and how to actually include it in the course, because it's really something that not a lot of people are going to appreciate. So basically, we have cloud documents here, which is very similar to Dropbox and Google Drive. And basically, you click here, you open up the cloud document. You can see this is a cloud document by checking out this icon here. And in window, you're going to have something new. It's called version history. So this is the biggest change. And as you can see here, you actually have all the different states of the project. And when you click on the project, you can actually see the changes here. So this is absolutely fantastic. And this is what Adobe is really pushing for. This is already the case for Adobe XD. So this version history thing, and working on the cloud, not having the PSD on your actual hard drive or SSD. And this is a big shift. And I don't think a lot of people actually realize how much of a shift this is. For those who are using Adobe XD, this is really simple. This is great. This is fantastic. But on the other hand, things are really going to go off the rails here, because basically, as you probably know, a Photoshop file is huge. 500 megabytes, 900 megabytes for a single web page design, for example, right? And then your cloud storage is really gonna matter, because for most people, they only have 20 gigabytes of cloud storage. So I think this is gonna be a major shift. I think Adobe is gonna really push for the cloud documents. And I think a lot of people are not gonna be happy with it. I think this is something that not a lot of people appreciate. Everybody is excited about whatever, refine hair and sky replacement and various other features, but actually this is the biggest thing. Adobe is really gonna push this particular feature. And basically what's gonna happen is, when you start a new program and a new project and you're gonna design anything, basically more and more they're gonna push cloud documents. And again, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but it's actually a phenomenal change. And yeah, I think it's gonna really divide a lot of people. I think loads of people who are not comfortable in, putting all their work on the cloud, I think they're gonna be really disappointed. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm gonna cut this one short. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you on Wednesday, and I'm gonna post a new contest very soon. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you.